Hi folks, in this video we're looking at two-step equations again, but this time with a negative number of x. Let's say minus 6x. So let's say if we have 33, take away 6x, and that equals 21. This is a little bit trickier, and there's two different ways to do this. One of them is a little bit simpler, but it involves a tiny bit more work. We can move the 6x, the minus 6x, over to the other side. We could add 6x onto both sides. That's like getting rid of the 6x from the left, because minus 6x and plus 6x cancel each other out to leave us with just 33. But then we have to add 6x onto the right, so that means on the right we'll have 21 plus 6x. So the 6x is still there, which is good. We don't want to get rid of it because we want to know what x is. If we get rid of it, we'll never know. So now we've kind of changed the equation. We can reverse this. We can just flip the left hand side and the right hand side. So we could put 21 plus 6x equals 33, or we can just leave it as 33 equals 21 plus 6x. It really doesn't matter. It's like saying if a equals b, b equals a. Doesn't matter which way around they go. So from there we can take away 21 from both sides. It just kind of looks backwards, but it's the same thing. So we take away 21 from both sides. That gives us 6x on its own on the right, because we got rid of the 21. We could put plus 6x because there's a plus there, but we don't need that if it's only 6x by itself. And then 33 take away 21 is 12. Now we know 6x is 12. Divide by 6 on both sides. Let's move down a little bit. Divide by 6. Divide by 6. 12 divided by 6 is 2. 6x divided by 6 is x. So now we know x is 2. Now there's another method for all of that, which we'll have a look at as well. Let's go all the way back. We'll get rid of all of this because there's a completely different way to do it as well. Which is a tiny bit faster, but a tiny bit more complicated because it involves negative numbers. We could take away the 33 from both sides, minus 33, and then that leaves us with a negative 6x. The 33 is positive, we'd take that away, so that's just gone, but the minus 6x stays as a negative 6x. And this will equal 21 take away 33, which is minus 12. And now we could divide both sides by minus 6. So if you're good with negative numbers, you might want to choose this method for working these out. So we're dividing both sides by a minus 6 because we've got minus 6 x's. So if we divide by minus 6, that will give us 1x, or just x. And then we have to do minus 12 divided by minus 6, which is a positive 2. That's the exact same answer that we had earlier. We can still check it. We could do 33 take away 6 2's, because x is 2. 6 2's are 12. 33 take away 12 is 21. So it works out and gives us the right answer. Let's try another one of those if we've got a little bit of space. There we are. Let's say we've got 40 take away 7x is equal to 19. Alright, so I'll very quickly go through both methods. So we can add the 7x onto both sides first of all. So that would give us 40 equals 19 plus 7x. Another kind of little trick for that is you can move terms. That's a term. The minus 7x, the 40, and the 19. You can move terms across from one side of the equal sign to the other. But if you do that, they change from positive to negative, or negative to positive. So this minus 7x, we're just moving it over to the right. But as it's moving across the equal sign, it becomes a positive 7x. We could put the 19 over there if we wanted to, but it would become a minus 19. Alright, so we've got 40 equals 19 plus 7x. If we take away the 19 from both sides, and then we'll divide by 7 after, 19 plus 7x, take away 19 is just 7x. So we've got 7x equals, now we need to do 40 take away 19, that's 21. And next we divide by the 7 to get rid of the 7 in front of the x. We've got to do the same thing to both sides. 21 divided by 7 is 3, 7x divided by 7 is just x, so x is 3. Alright, the other method was to take away the 40 from both sides. 40, not 14. And that leaves us with a minus 7x, because we're taking away this 40, we're left with minus 7x. So we've got minus 7x on the left, and on the right, 19 take away 40 is minus 21. So minus 7x equals minus 21. Now we divide by the minus 7. If we wanted to, if the negatives are a bit confusing but you want to use this method, you could just times both sides by minus 1. And that changes the minus 7x to a positive 7x. and the minus 21 to a positive 21. So 7x equals 21, and then we're back at this stage that we were at in the last method. So you can just multiply both sides by minus 1. Basically, if everything's negative and it's equal, then it would be equal if it's positive as well, is a way to think of that. So let's do the original method though. We'll divide by minus 7 on both sides. So we divide the minus 7x by minus 7, that changes it to just 1x, and minus 21 divided by minus 7 is 3, and it's the exact same answer as what we had over there. 3 equals x, x equals 3, exact same thing. So that's two-step equations, except the term with the x being, the term with the x in it is negative